Good afternoon. My name is Christy. I'll be a social worker today. I'm glad you could make it today.
Hi, nice to meet you, Christy. Me too.
Nice to meet you. Did you find parking okay? I know with like construction and the snow, it's a bit complicated to get in.
Actually, I got lucky. Somebody was leaving the parking lot, and I just took their spot, so it was
That's
perfect.
great. Okay. Would you like any tea, coffee, hot chocolate?
Before I came here, I grabbed coffee from Tim Hortons, so I'm good. But thank you for offering.
Okay. You're welcome. So I'm gonna start by basically explaining what my role is as a social worker, and
Yeah.
then we'll go through the confidentiality policy. Is that okay?
Yeah, for sure.
All right. So as a social worker, I'm basically here to help you through whatever issues that you're going through. I'll support you in all the ways that I know how to, and then I'll try to refer you to whatever resources that I have.
Yeah.
So for the confidentiality policy, everything we talk about will remain confidential. Nothing leaves this room unless you disclose that you are in immediate danger to yourself or others. If you are endangering a population that cannot protect itself, like for example, children or the elderly, or if it's court order, or if you give me consent to do so.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So what brings you in today?
I don't know actually. I just really have a lot on my mind lately.
A lot on your mind. Can you do you mind sharing with me?
Yeah. So I attended a family reunion a couple weeks ago. A lot of my cousins were there. They were talking about the dorm parties, the interesting classes they had, the friends they made living on campus. And by hearing that, I just felt really overwhelmed by the thought of it.
Okay. Can you pinpoint exactly what was overwhelming?
Yeah, so basically they were all living this great life, and I couldn't relate. They made me feel like I was a failure.
Failure. Is there a reason why? Like, did it say anything that would make you feel like a failure?
Well, I don't really care about missing out on like the dorm parties and like living on campus and stuff. I just wish I was there in school, just like my cousins. We're basically around the same age.
Okay. So if I understand correctly, out of the three things that your cousins were mainly talking about, the main reason why you feel like a failure is because you're not in school like them?
Yeah, basically. I had a baby in high school. I was accepted to university, but I had to drop out after one semester. I really would like to finish my degree.
Okay. Well, a lot of people go through like different paths in life. Like not everybody's gonna go to university right after high school. A lot of people end up doing something different. But you said you dropped out. May I ask why?
It was basically too hard to take care of a baby and go to school at the same time. The father was also attending university. He graduated already. I just felt left behind, basically.
Being a teen mom is pretty challenging.
Yeah.
How are you and the father getting along?
We're actually getting along fine. He's one of my good friends. He's a good provider for our daughter. He has a good job now too, so he's a great supporter in that.
That's great. Are you
Yeah.
currently working?
Yeah, right now I currently work at a part-time retail store.
Yeah.
I don't really like it, but it doesn't really pay much, but the hours are flexible, so that's why I'm still in that career.
Okay. You mentioned wanting to go back to school. Is that something you often think about?
Yeah, I always I want to enroll in the September 2019 semester.
Yeah.
I'm just afraid I'll drop out again. I need more money, time to study, and people to study with, and maybe even a daycare to someone to watch my daughter too.
Okay, so you said money. Just gonna take some few notes. So, is like, are there any ways you thought of like how you could be able to afford school?
I think I know I'm eligible for student loans. I get a lot of money, especially with my especially with being a teen mom and having a baby. I
Okay,
know that
that's
for
great.
sure. Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about finances. What else did you say? Time to study and studying buddies. Do you know anybody out to school?
Yes, I actually have friends who are in the program I'm looking to get into. They're a bit further than I am though. It's a little kind of embarrassing, but
I see.
yeah.
I mean, if you really think about it, like having friends in the program will actually help you, because then they'll be able to kind of like prepare you better for the classes that's coming. So,
Yeah.
I see, I hear you. You said you're embarrassed, but that's actually, if you think about it, it's a good thing that you have people in the program. So
Yeah.
technically, you'll be fine.
You're right. I didn't see it that way. That's a good idea. Yeah.
Okay. The next thing you mentioned was a daycare. Is there one at the school?
No, there isn't. By the way, I'm afraid to leave my daughter alone. She's never been to daycare before, so that's a worry of mine.
Okay. How old is your daughter?
She's a toddler, so she's 2.5.
That's a great age.
Yeah.
Is she often around like other children her age?
No, she's usually with me or her father, or sometimes she spends like times with her grandparents if we're both busy or anything.
Okay.
I don't really know other people with kids, so she doesn't really have enough time to interact with other children her age and stuff.
Okay. If you actually do consider the daycare, there's actually one, for like City of Ottawa, they
Yeah.
offer like a social service. Basically, it would be subsidized daycare. So you would be paying the full cost for daycare. So here's the information I was able to pull up. So basically, to apply, you just have to go to like City Ottawa. That's the website, and then all you need to do is just register. You'll be put on a wait list, so make sure you do that as soon as possible if you're interested.
Yeah.
And then basically just go through these steps, create an account, obviously complete all the little forms that you have to, and then once you're done, the city will actually like reach out to you and then say if you were eligible or not, and then after that, the daycare will contact you.
Yeah, I think I'll be interested in that. I'll definitely look into that. But I think it's, I'm still scared of the fact of leaving her with strangers. Plus, we don't have as much time together to do activities. But it's mostly leaving her with people I don't really know, strangers, kind of.
For sure, that's
Yeah.
actually like a really normal way to feel as a mother.
Mm-hmm.
So you said, let's say like daycare doesn't actually work for you. Do you have other options?
I don't think so. Not much. I guess like this this pamphlet you gave me of the City of Ottawa daycare is a good idea. I'm just gonna have to trust them that they know what they're doing. And I'm just going to have to learn to trust other people with my kids, because I'm gonna need the help anyway.
Yeah.
So since I want to finish my degree and stuff, and yeah.
Okay. Don't stress about it. Like, it doesn't happen overnight. Cause I completely understand if you go from like having your daughter with you all the time and then having to put her in daycare. Like, it doesn't happen easily. All right. So let's see what else. I have other resources for you. Basically, we talked about the daycare, but then there's also Ottawa Public Library, because you said that you're actually afraid that you and your daughter would not have a lot of time together.
Yeah.
So then Ottawa Public Library actually has like activities that are like low cost or free even, either for your daughter or even like for the whole family. So I'm gonna leave you with this pamphlet.
For sure.
It actually like explains a few things.
Yeah. I actually didn't know about that. I'm definitely going to look into that.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
So do you feel like we've covered everything? Do you have anything else?
Yeah, it sounds like I can actually do this. I just hope the schedule is not too intense, but I feel pretty confident with it
Okay.
now that I've talked to you.
You said you've done one semester, so I mean you can definitely do this. Okay.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you so much for your help, Christy. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. So if you're interested in like another session, so just make sure you go see the receptionist that greeted you at the front, and then she'll book you in whatever appointment that actually works for you.
Yeah, I'll definitely do that.
All right, good.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.